AITA for coming to dinner basically topless? I've dreaded posting for a while because I'm afraid I might be the AH, but I just gotta know. So here goes. My parents-in-law and brother-in-law came to visit and stay for a month with my husband, 27, M, and I, 28, F, after I had my baby. For context, if it makes any difference, I'm German. Husband and his family are Italian. The baby was 3 months old at the time, and I breastfeed her. Usually I'd just nurse on the couch in the living room, but because company was staying, I'd go to my bedroom. After I nursed her, she'd fall asleep and take a nap, and I'd have some free time. Since family was visiting, I tried to plan her naps around our mealtime to spend time with family uninterrupted. My mother-in-law has this thing that when food is on the table, you be there pronto. Sometimes I'd be late coming to a meal because babies can be unpredictable and she wouldn't fall asleep right away or nursed longer than normal. To this, my mother-in-law would barge into my room and a noose food was ready, all impatient. This startled the baby and made the process last much longer than it should have. The result is I had to eat much later than everyone else, alone, and the food was cold. It left me fuming. More work to do with the baby and I'm secluded. This happened several times. I asked my husband to talk to her and explain I can't always come on time. He talked to her, but she still did all this anyway. So I simply decided to stop being late to the dinners. The next time she barged in my room and announced food was ready, I came without hesitation. I came to the table exactly as I was. No shirt, half a bra, baby hanging on one tit. Nothing was seen as the baby's head covered up everything anyway, but still. Ensue uproar. Goes something like, Mill exclaims what the hell I'm doing at the table like this. I'm indecent. There are men at the table. I should be ashamed. I yell back, what the hell does she keep calling me to the table for if I'm not yet ready? I have no reason to be in my room alone with my baby while everyone else is out having a great time together. Brother and Phil are trying not to get in on the argument. Husband ushers me back to my room and scolds me, taking his mother's side. He means he gets I'm frustrated, but this action didn't help anything. But, after that, meal didn't bother again while I was busy with the baby. So what if I came to some meals a little after everyone had started eating? The roof didn't cave in. Anyways, everyone lived happily ever after. The end. Ada, NTA. A well-placed piece of malicious compliance. Love it. I'd be pissed at husband, though. You had your chance to talk to your mother. Either you weren't trying hard enough to be convincing or she didn't give a shit. If you're pissed, go talk to her. I just did what she asked. Next time, nut up and actually handle your mother before I have to get my tits out at the dinner table. I've had a pretty shit few days before I have to get my tits out at the dinner table. Made me actually chuckle. Thanks, stranger, I really don't think we can downplay the nut up here either. Nut up or tits out. I make wooden plaques with images or words burned into them. I may make this today, lol, please share with the class if you do. Absolutely, it may take a couple days, but I'll save the post so I can alert you when I post it while that's good. I'm familiar with that one, I didn't expect the end. I was unfamiliar with nut up, in that context. It has a different meaning here, . Is your book on how to handle useless husbands available for pre-order yet? Working title. Tits Out and No More Fucks to Give. A New Mother's Guide to Dealing with Useless Husbands and Their Despot Mommies. Edited to add, the companion chart, Nut Up or Shut Up, a husband's handy illustrated family hierarchy guide. Hint, wife and kids are at the top. May I write a chapter, please? I have so much material. So much . Please all let us know when you guys have it out. This has to be some good reading material. Since when does a guest get to dictate to you in your own home? The woman was rude. Your husband should have brought you your dinner so you could eat while feeding the baby. Your husband was just as bad. Why is it men become useless when their mothers are around? Exactly. Best solution is, do not hide to breastfeed. You are at home. If they don't like it, they can leave. If your husband agrees with them, he can leave with them. The way this should actually be a legit postpartum guide for new moms. Like even if you have to get ChatGPT to write this book for you, you should just based on how epic this title is. Do it. Page 1. Easy solution. Don't have a useless husband. If the easy solution fails, consult the appropriate chapter based on the table of contents. Prevention is key. Primary prevention. Avoid getting a useless husband. Secondary prevention is also referred to as contraception. and limits the chances of husband being upgraded to parent, while simultaneously preventing difficult MILs from achieving grandmother status. Yes, please. I need a copy too. Yep. Tell your husband you're disappointed in him. He should have handled his own family. If he knows how to use your women away and scold them, he should have done this to his mom every single time she interrupted you and woke the baby. I'd tell your husband if he doesn't learn to control his mom, she can't stay. If his mother can't behave in their home, then she isn't invited anymore. He also should never have eaten without her. He should have kept informed, and when OP was close to done with the baby, warmed up food for both of them and ate together. This. If anyone is the AH in this story, it's the husband for not taking care of his wife when she's doing everything for their equal responsibility child. To let his mother bully her and then leave her to eat alone every night is next level assholery. This at both levels, NTA 100x. Mother also TA, who the helps out by cooking, but fails to help out one of the main people who she's supposed to be helping, even making it worse by disturbing and disrespecting privacy. As a side note, I can imagine several female friends doing similar compliance, even without a child to feed, if a mill was so rude as to burst into a room and demand they should come down for food when they were not yet dressed. In such instances, I'm personally in favor of topless dinner with full reveal. If no nipple was on view, then her accusations of indecency are terrible. There are whole campaigns against this kind of bullying. 70% of people believe in breastfeeding in public nowadays. In some countries, it's illegal to ask a woman to stop or to move somewhere private. You certainly can't be prosecuted under indecency laws in most countries. Yeah, I'm confused as to why this baby's father and grandmother are so violently opposed to it, eating plus comma, it's not sexual to breastfeed, and she shouldn't have to hide out like a criminal because men are at the table. She was covered. NTA, breastfeeding at the dinner table should be normal. That is where everyone else eats, why not the baby, especially in Germany? It's pretty normal here. Yeah, don't get the logic here. Did ML think all the men were gonna take one look and all just start masturbating? She could always casually ask, unprompted some evening in sotto voce. So I was wondering, when are you gonna grow a pair of balls? But Mia Mama has them in a jar. Exactly. I don't even know how Mill got to OP without the husband running interference. My marriage wasn't great, but at least my ex wouldn't have let his mom barge in on me like that while I was BFing. The door is closed, ma'am. You are not invited in. My Phil once opened the wrong door and saw full frontal nudity at Easter. I came out after I had pumped and fed the baby and told him, "Didn't know you were coming for dinner and a show today, huh?" You could tell he wanted to crawl under the carpet, but he still laughed.